Hello, my name is Breana Miller. I'm currently a junior at Texas State University and one of the featured artists in the LBJ Gallery's Truth exhibition. Today I will be performing a piece simply entitled Truth. In the poem, I discuss some traumatic times in my life. Throughout elementary, middle, and high school, I was a victim of bullying. That experience severely hurt my self-esteem. Fortunately, I began writing poetry when I was in middle school. Although I was hurting, poetry became a way for me to explore and express my feelings in a way that I was afraid to out loud. Since I began, my poetry has placed me on national stages, introduced me to amazing people, and given me opportunities that I could only dream of. Most importantly, it gave me back a voice and the desire to use it, which I am so grateful to be doing today. I hope you enjoy. 3 years ago, I was asked why I chose to constantly write about being either Black or woman. I was told that my poetry made it seem that I am only defined by my race and gender. They said when people look at me, they should see so much more of who I am, and that if I stop being redundant, I may get the recognition I deserved. The summer I turned 13, I stopped wanting to live. I remember finding myself in a bathroom and seeing the last of myself in the mirror, wondering when the light began to drain from my eyes. I pulled out a notebook on the way home and began to write what would be the last ever words to my family. In my bedroom, I found a bottle of pills and prayed that it was the answer. At 13, I did not commit suicide. The Black woman inside of me said giving up was selfish and weak, said I didn't have time to be selfish or to be weak, said I still had work to do, had people counting on me, expectations I had to live up to, generational curses I needed to break. When I was 15, I found myself in my next door neighbor. Everything I wanted to be worthy of before it was stripped away from me as a child, before I outgrew my self-worth. When I realized that this mirror image was distorted, that me looking at him was like looking at a sunset too bright for my own eyes, I almost did it again, almost let go of everything that held me to this world and just faded away. I remember telling him, crying on his porch for an hour about why it was unfair that I had to live just because I was a Black woman, because I was supposed to be strong and grateful for whatever material possessions I had. At the age of 17, I tried to find myself in the darkness, had solo conversations under blankets of nighttime, got to know my trauma personally, and it still wasn't enough. 17 years old, and I wanted to do it again. Wanted to take everything that was me out of this world, because who would want all this darkness anyway? Everyone prefers the light nowadays. Everything except Black is the new Black, or haven't you heard? Haven't you seen the way people revel in the sun's blinding ability to kill you slowly? Like that star didn't call the police on the moon because it was loitering in the shadows for a bit too long. Nobody ever appreciates the night without the stars, and the midnight Milky Way that was me had not lit up with other people's projections for a long time. Halfway through 20 in my third year of college, I struggled to find myself anywhere. There are days when I still don't feel like surviving, when I still wonder if people really like me or just my words. There are still times when I can't find reasons to keep breathing, and yet the Black woman inside of me is still saying I have work to do, that I am here for a reason, repeating that I must keep living, keep writing, keep existing in uncomfortable spaces, keep succeeding, even when I don't feel like it, even when it seems like everyone else gets to rest. I write about being Black and a woman because it is the intersection that I walk in every day. I will continue to write about it because being a Black woman in a society like this has simultaneously made me want to die and kept me alive. I've cursed my existence too many times to make into a metaphor, but I know there are girls out there, Black girls who are 13, 15, 17, who are looking for a reason not to give up, who are breaking, and nobody is looking past their race or gender long enough to see the bigger picture. They are finding themselves in darker rooms and holding on to mirrors like their lives depend on it, because it does. because mine did, and I owe it to them. Owe it to myself. Owe it to my ancestors. Owe it to every Black woman. Owe it to God, because she's watching. They're all watching and waiting for anyone to tell them that Black womanhood cannot make you invincible, nor should it make you invisible. Suicide is not weak. It's not selfish. It's not something to hide in the back of notebooks or under the bathroom sink. It is normal for a body to desire rest by any means necessary when it is overworked, when it is not given the attention it deserves. This poem is not here to offer a no-pain guarantee with life. It would be foolish of me to even try, but I can say pain comes with progression. Maybe not always prosperity, but if you keep going, there will be some form of healing. And whether that message comes from me being a Black woman or there's something more I have yet to explore, is not for anyone to decide except for me. Thank you.